A lot of people will be focusing on their health in the new year, and it's more than just avoiding getting sick. Joining us now is Dr. Mark Scott from Total Health Center in Virginia Beach to talk about functional medicine and your overall health. Welcome. Thanks for being with us. So tell me, functional health, what is that, functional medicine?
Yeah, so functional medicine is really taking all the wisdom of natural medicine approaches and blending that with the latest in diagnostic testing.
Okay, so this isn't just like when you go into your doctor's office, usually they'll write you a prescription. That's not what your medicine is about.
No. So we're going to look at function and try to understand why you're not having the problem, whatever problem you're having, why that is.
Okay, so one of the big areas that you treat would be thyroid disease, which affects many women, including myself. So how would you do that differently? Like, I take a thyroid pill every single day.
Exactly.
What would you might do differently?
And that's a great point, is that, in our current system, it's really about identifying the dysfunction, say, okay, your thyroid's not putting enough thyroid hormone out, we're going to supplement you with thyroid medication.
Right.
That's the answer. But does anybody even say, like, why do I have a thyroid problem in the first place? And, what's different? How come I had one before and how come I have one now? That's what I do.
Okay, so instead of, like, I guess you might say putting the Band-Aid on it,
exactly.
You go a little further and you're trying to just... And so what else would your medicine work for besides, say, a thyroid disease, autoimmune diseases? What kinds of things do you treat?
Pretty much, there's no end to it. So, again, we're looking at functions. So it's really not even treating a disease. So you say, may have a complaint and say, I have a problem losing weight. Well, I'm going to work you up and I find out that you've got a problem with your blood sugar, you got a problem with your thyroid, you're not digesting well, and the only way I can get you to lose weight is we got to get those things fixed. And that's functional. So it's not just saying, okay, here's a pill to lose weight, or here's a pill for your thyroid. Here is the dysfunctions that are causing your symptoms.
So give me an example of one way that you might treat that's kind of different, so I kind of get an idea of what we're doing.
Yeah, so everything that we do is diet and lifestyle and nutrition, supplementation, things like that. So let's just say, again, you have a problem losing weight, and I find out that you've got a bug that's in your stomach called H. pylori.
Right.
And that's preventing your body from making hydrochloric acid. So first thing we do is we got to get rid of that bug. So we may recommend certain dietary herbs, we may recommend certain diets, and we may do that for a little while until we get rid of that. And then once that's done, now we can say, okay, now we can start making hydrochloric acid, you can start digesting better. But that also may end up having, a problem with your thyroid. So, but we got to work on that first.
Okay, so then there's something else that you might use in diet. It's interesting. We stopped giving people antibiotics for, like, all the common colds and things a few years ago because we figured out that your body was becoming immune to that. So this might be really important in the future.
Totally. In my opinion, this is really the health care of the future, because it's really about getting your body healthy and looking for underlying dysfunctions. And again, we're using, the latest diagnostic testing, lab tests, blood work. So we're going to look at that from a functional perspective instead of looking at it from just a pathology perspective.
And this is something really they don't teach in the medical school. So how do you learn about this?
It's all through continuing education, and there are functional medicine training out there. So I've done all this on my own and traveling to seminars and doing what I can to take all the information and meld it into the way I practice.
Sounds great. All right. Well, you can get a hold of the doctor at Total Health Center. You can call him at 363-8571 or reach him online at thyroidvirginiabeach.com. Thank you so much, Dr. Scott. Appreciate having you in here.
Well, thanks for having me. It was wonderful.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.